Big Hook has been in business since 1974. It'll be our 50th anniversary next year, and this is my 6th year with the business. I've owned it since 2018. The previous owners bought it in 1991, and then the original founder started it in '74. So only the 3rd operator to be up here, and very fortunate to be as such. So we have 6 different options as far as destinations go at Big Hook Camps. We occupy Opasquia Provincial Park, which is a 1.5 million acre park, designated wilderness area, totally unspoiled and absolutely wild. Each of our camps is on its own lake, it's the only cabin, only development on the lake. You won't see another group or any other humans for that matter, other than my staff when we come in. There's 5 strict outpost camps, and those are pretty much scattered throughout that giant park. You can choose one of the 5. They fish fairly similarly, but there's little nuances to each. Each has a comfy, cozy cabin with 2 bedrooms and propane for the stove and water heater, hot water for that matter, and running water, solar for electric, and that powers the fridge, freezer, lights, and charges up your depth finders and things like that. So pretty much every modern convenience you could hope for, and nothing you don't need. And then we have Central Lake here. Central Lake is a little different animal. As I mentioned before, we have 2 guest cabins here. So there possibly is another group on the water. Unless you bring a group of 8 or more, we'll give you both. Central has a couple additional amenities in addition to having some staff around camp to kind of point you in the right direction, make sure you come home at night, share some fish tails and that sort of thing. We've got a sauna, we've got some paddle boards, we've got canoes, and we have Wi-Fi for better or for worse. So folks can stay in touch with the outside world if they need to. And yeah, a lot of those things are appreciated by folks that need to have one foot on both sides of the world.
Okay, so we drove a good 30 seconds from the lodge and the camp right over there, right? And then we pulled up to the first spot, and we already marked, oh wow, there's actually a ton of bait fish on here. And right away we're going for walleye. So 30 seconds to drive to the first spot, and my guess is we're probably gonna be bit here pretty quick. We're already marking fish. That one hit it like, it's nice. A little bit. Multitasking back to drive, keeping us on the spot, jigging, and yeah, that fish didn't even, or I say that my lure actually didn't even hit the bottom. Yeah, that's what we're up here for. Pike and walleye. Oh, that one hit. Yeah, that one hit right on the drop. Nice. Oh,
that looks like a little better splash.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm afraid he got.
And oh yeah, they're good. I like to have a little extra challenge. Is that how did he get around? Boy, that can't be.
Where'd you go, you booger?
Should be able to be. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. There. They start getting like this. That's getting fun. And they get really big here. We saw in the cabin 40 inches. So, and I do like when they are kind enough to bite on the side, especially when I'm walleye fishing. When they bite like that, easily get my jig back. All right, first pike. Well, I guess technically second pike. They're getting bigger. Not used to the quiet Ontario wilderness. Just adds another level to, you know, kind of the memories and the enjoyment of this when we're looking around the bay, and the only boats we'll see are the other people staying at camp, and that's it. This feels a little better. Pretty much going up to these spots, cast over the side, you kind of pop it along, jig it, and and you get bit. It's that easy. Nice one. Oh, it's a nice
walleye.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, here. All right. See if it's done flipping around. Oh, nope. Get a little grip on him there. Nope. Thought I had him. There, I got him there. Get that little jig out there. Clear him off there. Oh, all right, easy release. You know, this lake is very easy. It's almost, well, this is a river system, right?
It is a river system, yeah. 3 coming in, well, 4 inlets and then 1 outlet to the north. So everything's flowing generally south to north here and ultimately ends up in Hudson Bay.
And it's fairly easy to navigate. I mean, there's hardly any hazards for the most part when you're staying in the middle of the channel, and you can kind of walk people when they come here, you kind of walk them through and kind of show them where everything is.
Yeah, we'll give them a little orientation, point out some hot spots on the map, just things to watch out for along the way. There, you know, of course, the structure in the bottom is what the fish love, so the motors don't love it quite as much. But there's only a few kind of known trouble spots, and we'll make sure people are aware of those. We got a little buoy on this one out here that we're fishing around, for instance. And then otherwise, yeah, really no incidents with difficulties getting lost or anything of the sort.
Double header. I'd say this is probably common.
Very much so.
See.
Every once in a while, if you got 3 people fishing the boat, you get the triple header.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we get to have a size off too. I don't think it'd take us more than a few minutes to catch supper here.
Yeah, we haven't kept any to eat, but we're like, we'll try to, we'll keep it, we'll go fish to just keep a few eaters, and it took us, this will probably take a good 10 minutes. So, we're just catching a few keepers here for a shore lunch. This is on the fringe. We've had, just in the past few minutes, we already have like, well, this one will keep. Should work, I think.
Looks perfect.
Yeah. So we're gonna go have a nice shore lunch. And we've been fishing all day, you know, catching a bunch of pike, actually a bunch of walleye, and we're fishing for the last probably 2 hours just fishing for pike, and like, so let's go keep some for shore lunch. And sure enough, it took about 5-10 minutes, we have all our shore lunch fish. Okay, well, it is our second cold day here, and a little cloud cover. Weather actually is pretty nice, and we're gonna go for some pike today, walleye. Hopefully get a big pike. Also gonna meet up with the other group staying here, a nice family that have been here. Well, the father, he's been here for 3 generations, and they have 3 of their daughters with out here, and they're having a great time. We had a fun shore lunch yesterday, and today the name of the game is for us here is northern pike. So looking forward to that. And there's a lot of big pike here, you know, up into the 40-inch range. So time to get after it. Yeah, getting there. This one's actually, sometimes this one's there. Usually they do a couple big runs, but this one actually is cooperating pretty good. Nice colors on them.
Handy fish.
Yeah. I don't even have to use the jaw spreader. There. That's a nice one.
So at Central Lake this week, in addition to Troy and our camera crew, we have Matt and Stephanie Smith. Matt has been a longtime customer, a 3rd generation, and we do get quite a few of 2, 3 even 4 generation trips now, which is pretty special. But Matt used to come up with his grandfather, and it's been his dream for a long time to bring his kids now. He has 3 teenage girls. I think they range from 12 to 15. And this is the girls' first trip up here. But he's really excited to have them, and you can see the smile on his face. Again, Central Lake is a great stepping off point for folks that, maybe they've been to a drive-in lodge or something like that. They want to try the outpost experience, but just may want a helping hand now and again. And that's what we're here for. The first night that they got into town, and I was able to run through how to work the motors with Stephanie. She wasn't quite as familiar. The 6 of us, myself and his family, got out in the water for a little bit. And the girls were catching fish in no time, taught them how to take a fish off the hook and things like that. So it was definitely fun to be a part of that sort of thing. And I think they're having a blast, and I think this is the perfect fit for a family like that.
This might be a little better. We got the net out, so anytime we have walleye and we get the net ready, try a little bit better fish. Yeah.
We didn't like that.
There we go. There. Yeah.
Dandy.
Yeah. Yeah. You're saying that you mentioned that there might be a little bit better, some better walleye on the spot. Sure enough. Oh. Sure enough. Yeah, that's a better one. There. There. Boy, he wants to get back. That's all right.
Frisky one too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. There. That was bound to happen. A little better. Yeah. One came up right next to the. Yeah. That's a little better. There we go.
Nice fish.
Yeah. Now we're talking. It just popped out easy. Oh, he's got a little wear and tear to him.
Yeah, we want the one that's been beating on him.
Yeah. This one's got a little bit of, boy, he's been beat up. Something attacked him. You can see on the marks on that fish. It's recent. Wow. Well, the feed is starting to happen. It's feeling pretty good. A lot of activity. We're catching a lot of fish. All right, so it's our last day of fishing out here, and actually we're in front of one of the bigger cabins, or the big cabin here actually, and you can see the solar array there, and then you have the wind system as well up there, and actually mark some fish right here. So the nice thing, like we said, you can literally, the dock is right there, and the fish are everywhere. I mean, you can catch a fish off the dock. The point's, a couple 100 feet out, 100 feet out from the dock. You're fishing right away and catching fish. But this kind of shows, we're gonna just kind of fish across this, and you'll kind of see just the really nice setting that the big cabin has here.
And there's a fish.
Yep. And like I said, there's a fish. You can see you have a nice dock. Yeah, walleye right here. A little walleye right here, right in front of the other cabin. Dakota Lithium Power Box 10. You can see this is nice, compact. We bring this up on our filming up here in Canada. This is great for camping, travels like this, and it packs a lot of power. Flip it on there. You have a couple USB ports here. I don't know if you can see the voltmeter right there. It has a digital voltmeter there, USB-C, regular USB port, 12-volt port right there, alligator clips. You have the light on the front. Yeah, I also charge up my laptop on the road like this, so that's also very handy. And this is just really handy. I can also power my Helix, my Humminbird Helix, so you can power your sonar, GPS, and a couple USB ports for travels, camping like this. This thing is so handy, and it is absolutely convenient. It packs easy, and I'm actually going to charge my phone up right now. Came back to this is where we had some fish yesterday, and sure enough, oh, nice. Was that
Nick of time.
This is where we had some fish yesterday. And a lot of times here, you can come back to the same spot, come back at a different part of the day, the next day, and get bit. Case in point right here. They are a ton of fun when they are like, so when they get up to this size, oh, the action when they strike near the surface, even on an inline bucktail, they move so much water. It is just so much fun. And Ryan mentioned, this is a good, we turned around to go fish this spot. That's a big, look at that one. That's a big hook pike. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh yeah, that's all right. That's all right. There we are. That's how, oh yeah. That's just what we're looking for. All right, that's fun. You come up here to Big Hook Camps for the scenery, the hospitality, the beautiful wilderness, the awesome pike fishing, the endless walleye fishing. It's just such a memorable place. Thank you, Ryan.
My pleasure.
It's just such a fun time up here. For the rods here on this trip, I kept it pretty simple. 2 rods from Trika. This is their 3X line, and they have their 6X and their 3X line, and this is their newer, kind of more budget-friendly line. And this specifically is a 7-foot medium power, fast action, and for all-around walleye fishing, it's great for snap jigging. I was just snap jigging a 1/4 ounce VMC Moon Eye jig and put a big bite swim bait on there, and pretty much a 1/4 ounce or 3/8 ounce jig head with a swim bait or curly tail on there, and you're bouncing along the bottom, you're gonna catch a lot of walleye. And for pike, this is the Trika 6X series fishing rod. And this is actually a nice bass fishing setup. This is 14-pound fluorocarbon. And I got a Daiwa reel on here. This is a Tatula size 100. The sensitivity on these rods is really excellent. You can see in the back side of the reel here, actually, when you're gripping it, you're touching the rod blink. And also the vibration of the lure and the line, it really resonates through the handle into the rod. And you can cast your lures extremely far. The carbon weave fiber, it's a very different handle. It's really cool, very comfortable to fish with. And for lures, just the inline spinner. This is one of the inline spinners that I was using. And here's the other one that I was using. You can see the bucktail is pretty chewed up on that. And that's pretty much it. You know, two different sizes on this. That's a little bit bigger blade. This is a smaller blade. And you can keep it pretty simple. Oh, he's kind of tired. I think this one's tired in the middle.
Got hit. He's got a
Oh, he got hit. Wow. I don't know what is hitting him. Oh
man,
my
he got
gosh.
hit good.
Yeah. This one, that was like a bite in slow motion. Then it just came up and he just kind of grabbed it and didn't really fight much. I'll show you the marking. Oops. Get that out of the way, get that. Flip him around. Yeah, this guy's got some wounds on him. Get you back in the water quick. Look at that. Ooh. He's got a little battle scars. Wow. That's fun. That's exciting. Those both side strikes like that are so cool. Okay. All right. Kind of came up and nipped that. He came back. He came back. I don't know how well he's hooked. Yep. Try to lead him back into the net. Actually, came back and. Yeah, all right. Woo! Ooh, that's. This I think is the biggest one of the trip. right here. This is the biggest one of the trip. That's what we're up here for. Oh yeah, and he's angry. Definitely, that's a big hook pike right there. This is the topper on the trip. I wanted to get a big pike. It's a long fish. You can see the size of the head, a little thin through the middle. He's been bit up too. But this is the excitement of pike fishing up here in Sunset Country. And here at Big Hook Camps, the big pike fishing, and you wrap that around, like I said, just the experience up here in the wilderness, staying in the cabin, picking the raspberries, blueberries, and the food shore lunch. You mix it all together, and it is a memory maker.
If you want remote and far out and an amazing experience in a wilderness that really there's few like it left in the world, Big Hook is the place to be.